About how I was planning on loading up on AMC and GME at the bottom literally these last 3 days ago, and it literally has freaking happened, right? So we're gonna go ahead and talk about today's live stream, but let me go ahead and share this with the community. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day, and do me a huge favor by smashing that like button. And most importantly as well, if you are watching this pre-recorded, I appreciate you. Feel free to go ahead and skip to a few minutes before I actually go into the charts, because I am sharing this with the community, right? So give me about 1 second as I start doing that, sharing the stream with the community. Hope all of you are having a good one. Happy, thank you for being here. The first one, as always, to show love and support. Now let me go ahead and start sharing this on YouTube. Or what am I talking about, man? Started the stream a little late, but I'm glad I actually started during this time due to the fact that the markets are freaking pumping, bro. AMC and GME to the freaking moon. All right, awesome possum. And for all those that are brand new to the stream, thank you for being here. Do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button. Some of you might be following me here based on the stock for the TA. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started and talk about this GME and AMC short squeeze that is going freaking crazy at the moment right now. See who joins me. Apologize. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about AMC, GME. Start looking into the freaking charts, bro. This is insane. What is going on right now with AMC alone? Over 14 million market cap at the moment. Congratulations to everybody. Alrighty, so let's look into this. So AMC, GameStop. So the reason why AMC on the stock market's pumping, I'm assuming it is because some sort of short squeeze is going on, right? So AMC is currently at $5. Literally went from $2 all the way to $5. Literally almost an 80 to 90% pump over. Oh my god, that's a 96% pump, which is exciting for the stock market, right? Obviously for crypto, it's not too exciting because with crypto we get 500, 700, 800 percentages. Not too crazy, right? It's something that is completely normal in this space. It's crazy to say when you kind of get demonetized from the fact that you know, a 100% pump doesn't excite you as much, right? So this is what we're seeing right now with GameStop on AMC. I mean, dude, I think this thing's gonna bring up the rally. I mean, we are at this area of resistance for AMC on the stock market at $6.48. I do think there's a probability we will go ahead and break through that right now, especially due to the fact that we were extremely oversold right here, and we have been oversold for AMC for literally for a while. So I do believe a lot of shorts will begin to get squeezed out of their positions, and more people might consider holding on instead of selling. Especially, imagine waiting years, imagine waiting months holding on to a stock, to a crypto, to then finally see a run up. Do you really think a lot of people are going to go ahead and start taking profits? There's going to be some profit takers, but I really do believe there's going to be more diamond hands than actual sellers, right? So there's a lot of good news right now. GME as well on the stock market literally went from the $10 mark back in May 1st, literally as high as 37 freaking dollars. They had to actually go ahead and hold GameStop today in the stock market. So GameStop's next target will be going around this range of $50 to $70. I do believe a lot of money will continue to flow in. I mean, it's very difficult in my opinion to do TA on stocks, dude. It's just not me anymore, dude. Like, this is, to me, this is actually a lot more difficult than crypto. I feel like crypto's a lot easier just because it moves a lot quicker. Realistically, anything could obviously happen tomorrow where, you know, GME loses all its gains. I don't think that's going to be the case. I do think we could be seeing that continuation to the upside, and probably, who knows, maybe we might see $60 to $80 by the end of the week, right? So that is freaking insane. Congratulations to everybody that has been holding on to these positions. Unfortunately, I'm not holding on to GME or AMC. I literally sold my GME bag on base not that long ago, so kind of sucks, but congratulations to all of those. It really feels like I'm literally holding, but I'm not. I'm just really excited because it does definitely mean that I do believe that does mean that a lot of retail will be coming into the space and will be getting excited as we start to see this all take off, right? So this is insane. Let's go ahead and see what's going on onto the charts right now with AMC at the moment right now on Solana. We are seeing this thing has approached over 14.94 million market cap. That is freaking insane. Congratulations to everybody, as I mentioned. Let's go ahead and look into the chart on Dex Screener and talk about what we could be expecting with GME and AMC, especially on Solana, right? So I do think a lot of this is going to continue to take off. It looks like Roaring Kitty is actually back and actually tweeted after 3 years. He is finally back, and this is the reason why everybody's getting freaking excited, bro. I mean, look at this chart. I was literally planning on buying. Oh my gosh, and I'm very disappointed because I was waiting for a paycheck. I literally been telling a lot of you. I've been telling a lot of you. I have a feeling that AMC and GME is gonna pump in the near future, and I really want to go ahead and load up on this bottom, right? I really wanted to throw in like 500 bucks right here, and I was hoping I was going to do that by the end of this month, right? Because that's by the time I get paid, and that is over 140x right there, dude. So imagine the kind of numbers I would have done if I would have thrown in that 500 bucks in there that I wanted to go ahead and throw in at the bottom. That would have been over $70,000 right there I would have had in my pocket, unfortunately. But congratulations to everybody that is. You know, I'm excited for everybody because this definitely does bring in some awareness into our space. And that means that it does bring in a lot of excitement. And this kind of excitement does start to get all the other meme tokens also excited as well, right? So congratulations on everybody. What's good, man? You called this 100%, bro. 100%. I called GME and AMC literally a few days ago. I was even talking to freaking Dab Master not that long ago. Literally last time we got on the phone, I told him, I was like, bro, I want to go ahead and buy up the floor and call it and start pumping it before it starts taking off, and it beat me to it. So I'm a little sad that I missed out on that, but you know, Dab Master told me today, he's like, dude, there's gonna be plenty of opportunities in this space, and I'm like, you know what, bro, you're freaking right. So it's okay. We're not always gonna hit it. We're gonna miss some plays, and that's the whole part of this game, right? There's so many new tokens pumping every day, literally every freaking day. There's always gonna be tokens pumping, so don't FOMO in. See, now for me personally, I'm gonna be completely honest, I wouldn't buy in right now at these levels. There could be a high probability that we might see it approach 60 million market cap. I'm not going to go ahead and sit here and lie to you. And the reason why I say that, the reasoning behind that, it's mostly specifically from AMC and GME on the stock market, right? So there's a lot of shorts getting squeezed out of their positions, especially hedge funds. There's going to be a lot of people holding on to AMC and GME on the stock market, and it looks like the memes are following that movement right now. So there's a high probability that AMC and GME on the stock market will continue to go up in the next coming days. Maybe by the end of this week, it might have a continuation to the upside, right? And that's the reason why I believe there's a high probability this also might be following. I mean, we're seeing more buying pressure as opposed to selling pressure. Even on the longer time frames, we're seeing a lot more buying pressure. Obviously, these are very, very risky territories. You don't want to be entering a lot of these positions, but it seems like there's a lot of people swing trading AMC and GME at the moment. So this is literally freaking insane, bro. So yeah, congratulations to everybody. I mean, there's not much we could go ahead and do here and talk about TA. It looks like just continuations to the upside will be coming in the next literally in the next coming hours. I do see us probably breaking and touching above probably over 25 million market cap. Like I literally did some TA, guys. I'm gonna show you that right now. Like I literally did some TA earlier today on Dex Tools on AMC and literally called this pump. Like I'm gonna go ahead and show you this. I wish I was able to share it on the computer, but I literally called this pump right here on AMC. And I think it's going to continue to go up. And we're going to take a look at GME right now as well. Look at that. This was literally my price target. I'm going to show you this right now. Check this out. This was literally my price target right there. I'm not sure if any of you could see it, but that was my price target right there. And it's about to freaking literally approach it. So it's more predictable than what many people think, right? TA is very, very predictable in my opinion. But let's go ahead and take a look at GME, and then let's start looking into Bitcoin and see what we could be expecting for this week. Yeah, I mean, Dabmaster has been hitting a lot of good plays too, bro. Like, I mean, look at this, dude. Look at this right here on GameStop. Like, 78 million market cap. Like, GameStop's about to break all-time highs, dude. Like GameStop's about to break all-time high. GameStop hit 100 million market cap, right? So with that being said, if GameStop hits 100 million market cap, that means AMC could probably be approaching over 20 million market cap next. I mean, this is AMC's all-time high already. Like AMC never has ever hit this before. This is already all-time high territory, right? AMC has always been lacking behind GameStop, and it's great to finally see some recognition that AMC is getting into the table, right? As I mentioned, I'm not in AMC or GME, unfortunately. I missed out on it. But with that being said, I always thought AMC was underestimated, dude. Like, I always believed it was super, super underestimated. For all those that are not aware, I actually bet in, and I got in on GameStop, on AMC, right here at the bottom on January. I literally called it on my stream again. You could go ahead and check my old channel, but I called the bottom on AMC as well. And I remember my portfolio going from like $300 to $500 all the way up to like $9,000. I did that most idiot thing that most people always do, is round trip your bag, which is what you don't want to go ahead and do, guys. You don't want to round trip your bag. So that's exactly what I did with AMC. I round tripped my bag, expecting it to go up even higher, and ended up dumping and collapsing on me, right? So I literally ended up taking profits. I think I pulled out around, if I'm not mistaken, around $1,500 or something like that, like right here in the middle. Right here in the middle is when I started cashing out, was around the 3 million market cap. So I was still deep in profits because I got in under 100,000 market cap. I got in very, very low on AMC during that time. And I also called it on my stream. And the next day after I called it, it literally pumped all the way up to my price target, which was 10 million market cap and above. So that's freaking crazy, man. I really wish I was able to still load up on that dip, but you know, it is what it is. And I do believe AMC could be having the probability of hitting about 22 million market cap probably by this night, guys. I wouldn't be surprised. We're already going to break past that 15 million, and it looks like it's going to have like a little bit of a downturn to it. It's going to go ahead and probably drop a bit to go ahead and get more buyers interested into buying, and we could see some sort of like movement like this where we drop, you know, around 12, maybe even possibly 10 million, and then we go ahead and pump back up to 22 million market cap, which is our price target for AMC to happen, right? So let's go ahead and see how that follows. There is a little bit more selling pressure right here, but look at GME, guys. GME is getting ready to break past its all-time high right now. It hasn't broken through yet, and it's getting ready to go ahead and do that. GME's all-time high was at around 107 million market cap, and we're right now at a 75 million market cap, right? So it's actually interesting to see AMC take the lead. Usually it's not the case. Typically, GME would always take the lead, and then AMC would pump. I'm sure AMC did follow behind GME, but it looks like more people are jumping into AMC, right? You could just tell based on the volume, the hype. Also, keep in mind, obviously, the market cap for GME is a lot higher and a lot bigger compared to the one on AMC. But also remember, AMC has a lower market cap, guys. It has a way lower market cap. A way lower supply than GME. GME has a bigger supply than AMC. So congratulations to everybody. Let's see if we can go ahead and break past that $8,000 mark. But yeah, that's pretty much it for myself on AMC and GME. Let me know down below what are your thoughts. But let's go ahead and look into some Bitcoin. And let's go ahead and analyze what we could be expecting during this week. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. BTC. Let's see. No, this is the wrong chart. That works too. We could do that. So we're still right now with Bitcoin. We're still consolidating within this range. Not much has happened, and it looks like Bitcoin has slowly been going up to our price target. As soon as we break past the $65,000 range, guys, which has a very strong area of resistance, and I believe it was actually our POC, our point of control. It's actually crazy. I haven't looked at this chart in such a long time, but look at this. It literally has followed this inverse head and shoulders pattern almost to the freaking T, right? I don't know why people deny the fact that Bitcoin is going to $85,000, guys. It's going to $85,000. You just saw the short squeeze on GameStop and AMC. Guess what's next? A Bitcoin short squeeze, guys. Trust me on this. As soon as we break this point of control at around $65,000, guys, we're freaking flying through the freaking moon. Let's go ahead and see where we can see some liquidation, some liquidity grabs for Bitcoin. We see a lot of liquidations at around $63,000 with over 36.34 million of shorts getting liquidated, as well as 63,593 over 40 million liquidations will happen. So we have about 40, 50, 60, we have almost $80 million worth of shorts getting liquidated when Bitcoin starts approaching this $63,000 range, guys, which we're not that far away. We're at 62,541. So we're probably not even, I'm assuming we're probably about like less than 1% from actually approaching that. Yeah, we're like about a 1%. So just say give or take, all Bitcoin needs to do is do like a 1.5%, 2% move, and over 80 million shorts will get liquidated, pushing the price action higher for Bitcoin. And it so happens that we have a strong area of control at the $65,000 range on the POC, right? So I see nothing but upside right here, guys, for Bitcoin. Looking for the DXY, we did talk about the DXY consolidating within this range. I was actually off. I was off, I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I did do a live stream with Natalie on Wednesday. Shout out to Nat, by the way. But I was off Thursday, Friday, and I think also Saturday. No, actually, I was there Saturday. Yesterday, I wasn't here. I felt really bad, guys, by the way. So I apologize for that. My allergies have been freaking killing me. And literally, I was sleeping all day yesterday, dude. I slept all freaking day. I woke up like late at night, probably like at 10, and then stayed up all like literally till midnight, and then just went back to sleep all day again. So these allergies have been really killing me, but right now the DXY is looking exactly to what we were expecting. Now, what I really want to go ahead and see for the DXY is I really want to go ahead and see it lose its strength right here where it's at, loses support, and hopefully come back down within this range. As long as we continue to have this sideways action for the DXY, we should be more than good, and that would give us more than enough room for Bitcoin and the crypto market to do its thing that it's needed, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the US 100, which is the NASDAQ, and today we finished on the green, almost literally to what we talked about on the daily these last couple days ago. Keep in mind, everything that I draw, it has been in the future, so I haven't even actually looked at this chart. And it actually didn't break that support. It actually held that support very well, and it's continuing to go up, guys. So literally exactly what we've been talking about these last couple weeks. We've been calling it to the freaking T, bro. Literally, I don't know when people are going to start estimating the fact that I call a lot of these tops and bottoms like all the time. Every time I'm bullish, guys, trust me, the market's going to be doing good. Whenever I'm bearish, that's a time you should probably be panicking and consider selling. But I've been bullish, guys, since over here. since back in April, when everybody was panicking down right here at the zone and everybody was calling for the US 100 to crash and for Bitcoin to finally go down to $10,000, which I laughed whenever people tell me that. I had a buddy of mine who bet me. He's like, dude, I bet you $1,000 Bitcoin's gonna dump to 10,000. I'm like, bro. I'm like, there's no way it's gonna dump to that. I bet you that. And yeah, so I'm like patiently waiting for Bitcoin to do his short squeeze so I could go ahead and hit him up and ask him where my money's at, because I've been telling him literally, like, this guy has been underestimating my TA, and I've been calling every top or bottom, and I really want to see what his reaction is when Bitcoin actually hits $85,000, as I've been calling it for literally months, bro. I've been like probably one of the very few people on YouTube that has been very, very bullish on Bitcoin since everybody has been extremely bearish, right? Since Bitcoin was down, let me go ahead and show you guys. I've been extremely bullish on Bitcoin since back at these zones right here. Watch. I've been bullish on Bitcoin since back over here when Bitcoin was at $39,000 to $40,000 and everybody wanted to short this to zero, and I told everybody it's going to have a short squeeze, don't do it. And exactly what we talked about happened. Literally, when Bitcoin went from $42,000, I told everybody a massive liquidation grab was going to happen right here, and we're going to see Bitcoin run up very, very quickly. And that's exactly what happened, right? So literally, I'm waiting for this opportunity for Bitcoin, because once you have this move right here, and it's literally the same exact thing, guys. Like, you guys got to start looking with your eyes, like literally start looking at the freaking charts. The charts tells us everything. It's so predictable. I showed you guys the same inverse head and shoulders pattern. This is exactly the same thing Bitcoin's doing right here. So guess what? As soon as Bitcoin breaks out and starts grabbing that liquidity, I'm going to place some longs on Bitcoin with 100x leverage and ride the wave all the way up to $85,000. And that's why I'm very excited for Bitcoin to do its move, because as soon as Bitcoin breaks past this $65,000, I'm going long 100x leverage all the way up to $85,000, because it's going to go up very, very quickly. Trust me on that. And with that being said, talking about liquidations and liquidity, go ahead and check out Blofin, one of my partners, down below in the description. $5,000 in sign-up bonuses, no KYC, and it's very similar to Bybit. If you ever traded with Bybit, they do require a KYC, and they're one of the best exchanges to go ahead and trade leverage, and they literally have the same interface, right? Very, very smooth, very easy. You could go ahead and enter your positions in and out very, very smoothly, right? Maybe once I deposit some money onto my account to go ahead and start entering that Bitcoin long, once we start getting that squeeze happening, I could go ahead and make a tutorial on how to leverage trade. But keep in mind, it's super, super risky, and I don't recommend it. But it is one of the best ways to turn a couple dollars or even a couple $100 into a couple thousand, right? Extremely, extremely risky, but you can make a lot of money leverage trading if you're going with the momentum of the market, right? The momentum's going up and you're longing, you can make a lot of money very, very easily with almost little risk. And vice versa, if the market's going down, you can make money shorting the market very, very easily as well too, if it is giving us signs of weakness, right? So US 100's doing extremely well, guys. As soon as we do go ahead and break through this, I do expect some sort of rally. So it looks like our time frame with what we talked about these last couple weeks, I said we could be expecting crypto and some meme tokens to start to take off within the middle of May towards the end, leading into June. And it looks like we are getting closer to that DeFi summer that everybody has been expecting, right? So I do expect June and July to be a very, very bullish month as well. And then we're going to end that very strong, and hopefully during the presidential selection that we have in November in the US, I do expect a lot of freaking volatility. So we could have one last final pump in between before they decide who's going to be selected in this year. And if Trump gets elected, guys, like I've been cheering on for, I do believe there's going to be an extension of this bull run. We could be extended probably until 2025. So I'm very, very excited. Fingers crossed Trump gets elected, because if Trump gets elected, guys, we're going to have one of the biggest freaking bull runs. I don't want to say in history, but I do think it might be the biggest bull run in history. I mean, keep in mind, we have the Bitcoin ETF. They're planning on getting the Ethereum ETF by September. There's obviously some good news, man. There's obviously someone already knows what's going to happen, and I think they're predicting it might be bullish, because if they weren't thinking that Trump was more than likely probably going to get elected again because he's pro crypto. I don't think they would be pushing to get all these ETFs. Just think about it. They already know who's selected. This is the reason why I call it the presidential selection. They already know who's going to be in office, right? It's just a game for everybody to fight and argue and have that division against each other. But I'm pretty sure they already know who's going to be chosen. And in reality, literally every corporate freaking company in America wants Trump to win because he is wanting to push the dollar. He wants a weaker dollar, and that is going to definitely bring in more revenue to a lot of these corporations in America. So that means more money in their pocket. So they're really just in it for the money, just like you and I are, I hope. So fingers crossed that he does get elected. And yeah, dude, it's going to be a freaking wild year. I just can't wait. That's going to be that feeling that we're seeing right now with AMC and GME where like everything is just freaking pumping and everybody's getting excited. That's the kind of excitement we're going to get almost every day in crypto when we have Trump being selected. Like as soon as Trump gets elected, dude, and he becomes president, like everybody's going to be freaking wild. Like memes are going to be pumping. Crypto is going to be freaking pumping. The stock market is going to be pumping. Everybody's going to be freaking making money, dude. And it's going to be an exciting time. So I can't wait for that. So hopefully he gets elected. Fingers crossed. Everybody has to know that, if you want a market to go bigger or higher, you want Trump to get elected, right? So I'm assuming most of your exposure is here to make money, right? Not to choose a side. So I'm here for wherever the money goes, bro. If the money goes this way, dude, I'm cheering for that because I'm here to freaking make money. I don't care about anything else. I'm just here realistically to make money, and I hope you are as well. And very excited. US 100 is looking extremely bullish. I mean, there's not much going on. I mean, we could expect some sort of consolidation, sideways action for the US 100. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm expecting for us to end the week very green on Friday. And if we do end the week on green by Friday, we should be expecting a very bullish week in the next following week, right? That's exactly what I said last week, since the stock market did end on a green on a Friday, and I mentioned to all of you, expect the week to be green, right? So let's go ahead and look at some quick meme tokens right now on Dex Tools. And we're going to go ahead and see what owls. I mean, there's not really much to talk about. The base tokens are doing their thing. Not much is going on base right now. The market's really kind of like doing its own thing. GME, it's pumping. Unfortunately, I sold GME on base not that long ago. And Bowden also pumped, and I sold a little too early because I had to go ahead and use that money for something else. So honestly, base has just been doing its thing. I mean, I'm not complaining too much because hopefully, since I missed out on loading up on GME and AMC this month, that's what my goal was with my paycheck, was to go ahead and load up on AMC and GME at the bottom. I was planning of throwing in like $500 on GME, $500 on AMC, and then just hold on to it. And, the play played off a little too soon for me. So I guess we're just going to have to probably throw that money back into Andy. That's what I'm really thinking. I mean, Andy right now, it's also just doing this little funky thing where it is getting rejected at the point of control, which is not a good sign, which, is a pretty strong indication there's a probability that we are going to get rejected and come back down, which is not something I want to see. So we'll see where things go for Andy, but there's a probability we could go ahead and see literally over a 70 to 80% drop on Andy, or maybe we come back down to this 50% dump within this range right here when Andy was at 9 million market cap, right? So we could probably be seeing the next leg drop back down right here at this 9 million market cap, consolidate, and hopefully if we could hold this range right here, once we break this right here, we're going to make new all-time highs, pushing us to over 60 to 80 million market cap, right? So I hope we don't lose that support. If we do lose that support, guys, it's going to look extremely bearish for Andy, and it could be a probability. I wonder if Andy's moving right now with Ethereum, on how Ethereum's reacting. I mean, it would make sense. It is a layer 2. So I don't know if it has a lot of influence on Ethereum. I'm assuming it does. But even also with Benny has also dropped a lot, bro. Same thing, very similar thing, what we didn't want her to see. I think there was a point of control somewhere around here, but we lost the support, which is not a good sign. And I mentioned to a lot of you that if we were to lose the support right here, there was a possibility we'll see over a 60 to even a 90% dump. So literally Benny has also been doing a very similar thing. So for Benny, I'm hoping, you know, we could get this reversal very soon as well. Probably we print an inverse head and shoulders pattern and then moon. But regardless of the case, as I mentioned, if they dump, I'm not going to be complaining too much because I missed out on AMC and GME anyways. So I'll just throw my money on Benny and Andy. I don't really see any other token right now at the moment that I really want to add to the bag. You know, AMC and GME were the only ones. So we're going to go ahead and just stick to what we've been doing. Benny right now, I'm still bullish on it. My narrative hasn't changed. So that's pretty much it on the freaking base tokens. Bowden, we saw it go as high as over 300,000 market cap. As a lot of you know, I told a lot of you I bought in at like over at $1 million market cap, watched it go all the way down. I reloaded on the dip right here, put in about another extra $70, and then I ended up taking profits right here. Literally the day it pumped over 200%. So missed out on that, but it does look like it's having a massive cup and handle pattern, which is a good sign. And also, it could also look like an inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? So this is also getting ready to take off. So if you're considering to do a swing trade on this could probably be the play, and we could be seeing base Bowden go up as high as over 3x, right? So we'll see how that acts. Maybe I might consider re-entering a position on this and swing trading this. If we do go ahead and break past this zone right here, I will go ahead and consider throwing in a few dollars in there and then start trading this probably to the upside, take profits, and reinvest that into other projects I really strongly believe in, right? Such as Andy and Benny. So that's pretty much it, man. I mean, everything else is looking good. Not much is going on in the market overall. Let's go ahead and take a look at crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles right now on the hourly on a red, and on the daily we are in a green. So we're a little bit neutral. Let's go ahead and take a look at the fear and greed chart, and that's pretty much it for this live stream, man. This is a pretty quick live stream. Not much is going on besides the AMC and GME. So it looks like we are right now at 66 on greed. Yesterday we were at 57, and last week at 64. So it looks like Bitcoin dominance is also rising. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin dominance real quick. BTC Dom. Okay, so Bitcoin dominance is slightly falling down on the daily, but I do expect some sort of continuation to the upside, if anything. Let's go ahead and look at the monthly. Monthly, yeah, dude, we're definitely going to push towards that $85,000. And that means a lot of these altcoins are going to get hit, guys. So there's a probability we're going to have altcoins get hit, but that could be a good sign for us to load up on the dip, right? Still on the ETH slash Bitcoin dominance, we are seeing Ethereum continue to dump, and that's probably why we're seeing a lot of these base tokens also dump. I mean, the dominance on Ethereum right now is very, very low. There's more interest in Bitcoin, and until we see Ethereum start picking up, that's when we're going to be having a lot of the ETH memes pick up as well. So I'm hoping we could get a bottom very soon for ETH. Do keep in mind that within the 0.04496, which is about a 5%, 10% drop on ETH, we will be having where ETH finally reverses, right? So I am actually quite bearish on Ethereum, and that also means more than likely, typically when we have this behavior, that also means that we're going to have a lot of the meme tokens on ETH that are riding on ETH also go down as well. So I do expect altcoins to take a hit alongside a lot of the ETH related memes before Ethereum decides to do what it wants to do, right? It looks like right now Ethereum is still bullish long term, but overall Ethereum, there's more dominance in Bitcoin, and until Bitcoin's dominance shift, that's when we're going to start having that meme coin season really take off, right? Where we have a lot of these altcoins take off as well. But right now for Ethereum, I am expecting Ethereum to possibly go down even lower, guys. Unfortunately, hopefully it's not the case, but it looks like we probably could see ETH at around 2,400, and maybe even as low as 2,200 before we really start to see ETH pick up. Keep in mind, ETH hasn't had any stronger support at these ranges, right? I guess you could go ahead and consider this range actually right here where we're at. So if we do lose this, it is going to look extremely bearish for ETH, and we're more than likely probably going to lose it, guys. There's a probability we will go ahead and see this drop, and we could see ETH drop back down all the way to these lows right here, $2,200, before we see ETH coming back up. So I hope ETH bounces from here, retests the 3,700, and then breaks, and then we're going to have a lot of the memes take off. But if that's not the case, we could be expecting a lot of these memes on ETH to take a hit, right? So anything that runs on ETH, I guess that's what the narrative is kind of going on with the base tokens too, if the hype is not there. That's typically what we see. If hype is not taking over, the token's going to be decreasing based on the overall asset, the underlying asset of the token that it's being on, right? Like for example, ETH. So doesn't surprise me, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. There's not much being said on my end. It looks like AMC right now on Solana has now found its support at around this 12-13 million market cap. So I do expect AMC right now on Solana to start to take off within this range right here, and we could probably be expecting that 19 to that 22 million market cap in the next coming hours, guys. So if you are trading that or considering taking a trade, just be on the lookout for that. Or I think our next price target is going to be around this 22 and possibly even that $30 range, right? So looks like the market is still getting excited, and this thing still is going to run up another 1x right here, right? So really interesting, guys. And GME right now, it's at that 82 million market cap. So it looks like right now we are also finding that support. Hopefully we can find that support right here within this range. This is a strong area of resistance, as you can go ahead and see. So once we do break through this resistance at around the 89 million market cap, we will go ahead and fly out, and our next price target for GME will be, I would say, 130 million market cap, which will take us at around 60% pump, right, guys? Ryan, how's it going, bro? Long time no see. How you been, man? How you been feeling overall, man, after the hospital, by the way? Haven't talked to you in a cool minute. Yeah, so that's freaking insane, guys. That's freaking insane. So I was expecting the base tokens to already pump, but honestly, I think those are just going to be the longer term plays, guys. So we're just going to have to be patient. You know, you could either go ahead and play the market where you swing trade this, actively trade it every day, which for me, I'm no longer interested in doing that. I would rather just, swing trade it, long hold, wait 3 to 6 months and then sell it. I don't want to go ahead and be timing the market, unless it's like a quick swing trade, like with what we're seeing with Bitcoin, where you could take advantage of the short squeeze. But overall, I think your best bet is just dollar cost averaging and just patiently waiting, just like everybody at GME and AMC did. They waited over 3 months for them to go ahead and take advantage of what they're seeing today, right? So you guys got to understand that sometimes in order for you to get these crazy gains, you do have to be patient. And that's what a lot of people don't showcase in this world of crypto, right? To go ahead and hit those 120x's, 30x's, you have to take a lot of losses, and you have to be very patient, and it will pay off, trust me. Once it does happen and that actually comes through, it's going to be worth the wait, and you're going to hit it. But in the meantime, if you haven't hit a crazy play like that, then you're just going to have to be patient. So I'm patiently waiting on all my base bags to pump. Obviously, this is not what I want to go ahead and see, because this is more bearish. As I told a lot of you, this is not what I want to see for any of the tokens that I'm holding on to, but this is a reality, right, that you have to go through. So I'm just going to go ahead and dollar cost average in the next coming weeks as soon as I get paid, unless if I don't find any other project I'm really interested in, I'm just going to go ahead and dollar cost average Andy and Benny. But I do believe this could be doing a inverse head and shoulders pattern. So my confidence hasn't completely died yet. But if we do get rejected right here, guys, it's not going to look good for Andy, and we will be coming back down to the zone. And you know how honest I'm with all of you, right? Even if I'm holding on to a project, I'm always going to give you the bullish and the bearish case scenario, because that's what a T8 analyst does, right? They're always going to give you both probabilities. And this is the worst comes to worst probability, where if we do get rejected at this resistance right here at the point of control, we will be seeing another additional 80% drop, taking us down to 1 million market cap on Andy, and then consolidating before retesting and breaking out of it. And once we do break out of it, we could be expecting some sort of pump very similar to what we saw with AMC and GameStop. Jackson, how's it going, bro? Hope you're having a good one today. Ryan, all good, bro. Did you see Kitty? Let's go ahead and take a look at Kitty. I did see Kitty. Let's see, where's Kitty at? I thought I saw it right here. Damn, I know this thing has pumped a lot. Let's go ahead and look into the daily. Damn, dude. Were you holding on to any, Ryan? This is insane. This thing literally was like completely dead. And this thing pumped all the way up over 101,000%, bro. How much is that? Is that a 1,000x? I think that's about a 1,000x. So this thing has also broken its previous all-time high. And we are seeing a little bit of selling pressure, but not much, nothing to be completely bearish on, right? So on the smaller time frames, we are also seeing it consolidation right now. We're going to see how low it could go. It could probably even go as low as within this 30 million market cap range. It's actually interesting, right? Because it says market cap right here is 27 and it actually shows 37 million. So that's very interesting. Be careful when you're looking at these charts. Just realize that. So that's crazy right there to see. No, yeah, but Kitty, dude, did anybody buy into Kitty? I mean, this is freaking insane, bro. And also SolBet went very crazy as well. Look at that. That's freaking insane. This thing has tapped over 53 million market cap. Let's look at SolBet. So if you've noticed, a lot of these tokens that are related to, I didn't pick it up, but it's from the GME guy from 2021. Yeah, it's Roaring Kitty, bro. If you guys ever seen the movie, what is the movie called? Dumb Money. That's what it's called. It's called Dumb Money. I've actually watched the movie. It's actually pretty cool. It gives you a good, perfect understanding for all of those that don't know what the GameStop and AMC short squeeze was. I was actually part of it back in the day, guys. I bought in. I literally have receipts. It was actually funny because I was showing someone recently my receipts for the GameStop and AMC times when I bought all these options, and I literally have still some of my transactions on Robinhood when I was purchasing these options early on. Like, I bought them super early on, guys. Like, I was loaded up with some GME contracts, and I literally sold the day after, like a week after it literally took off to $500, and it was freaking insane. I was a little pissed because I would have been a multi-millionaire by then, but it is what it is, right? You sometimes hit it, guys. You sometimes don't, and sometimes you do. So that's kind of the case. But I sold on December 24th, guys. I had $20 GME calls, right? Look, I literally had a whole stack of calls during that time, and I didn't even know about Wall Street Bets, man. But I sold a few contracts, even on November 30th, I had GME $10 calls for January 15, 2021, and I sold for $1,600. So imagine I put in about a few $100s in there, and I sold options for $1,600. I bought in GameStop at like around $4 to $6, guys. So imagine if I cashed out $1,600 for $10 calls back then at that time, and I sold over $3 to $4 grand. I'm looking at my transactions right now. I literally sold over $4 grand of GME at around November. So if I would have held on to all those contracts, I was loaded with contracts. How many contracts did I have? Okay, so at the time I had 2 right there. So all these contracts each were selling for around $700 to $800. So that's insane, dude. If I would have held on to like all those contracts for GME, literally the day I went to the dealership to go ahead and get a car, dude, I sold them because I was going to cash out on a Mozzie. And literally that week after, like literally a few days after, that's when GME went all the way up to like 20 something, 30 something dollars. Literally the next day after the next day it went from 30, I think it hit like 60 and then it hit like $500, dude. It was insane. Hey, Tillery, how's it going, man? I hope you're having a good one. Did you get into any of the action of AMC GME, by the way? Yeah, dude. So that's freaking insane, bro. That's freaking insane. It just brings back memories and it tells you that sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't. But with that being said, guys, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure to go ahead and reach out to me on Twitter at DeFiJohn. And we'll see how this market reacts in the next coming days.